Architecture is more than just buildings. It is the design of the human environment. Every project has the power to enhance its societal and environmental context, shaping how we live and interact every day. But how do the minds behind these structures adapt projects to best serve the people who use them?
I believe that social and environmental factors affect the way that architects design cities because ultimately we're designing for people. If we don't understand the needs of our constituents, of the residents, of the people that would then inhabit the buildings that we design, who are we designing for?
It's really hard to separate environmental and social factors from the built environment or buildings. The architecture really is the setting for everyday life. It shapes how we move, how we interact, how we talk to each other.
So I believe that architectural and urban design require that we have a hyperlocal understanding of our climate stressors and shocks, as well as the environmental conditions, the physical conditions. By that I mean the architecture and the urbanism itself, but also our socioeconomic realities.
I think the answer lies in grabbing the elements and typologies that have been generated throughout history and use the technologies of the present to generate the best outcome.
In an era of environmental pressures, architecture must prioritize resilience. Modern design serves as a front line for exploring and testing solutions to 21st century challenges, like sea level rise and extreme weather. Preparing for a solution-driven profession favors hands-on learning through real-world applications and full-scale mock-ups.
The building environment is conservative towards change because they're trying to protect the health, life safety, and wellness of occupants that live within the built environment. The ways that we can push it towards change is trying to promote new technologies and work with stakeholders in the government to demonstrate that they can do all of those things. One of the projects we're working on right now is looking at concrete 3D printing.
With the increasing complexity of the challenges we're experiencing in our cities, there's been a move towards more interdisciplinary approaches to solving these challenges, bringing together engineers and the community and environmental experts, all with the goal of coming up with lasting solutions to the challenges we face.
To think about their hyperlocal realities, which means that if I'm in a coastal region, for example, in California, I'm going to think differently about my vulnerabilities and risks than if I'm sitting in a low-lying sort of delta region along the eastern seaboard, for example.
The building industry is on the verge of a major transformation. By embracing emerging technologies like AI and large format concrete printing, we can modernize a conservative field and build more efficiently.
I think the problems in construction typically revolve around three things, which is material, cost, and time. A lot of the advanced emerging technology is allowing us to produce buildings much quicker, and that is a kind of major challenge of the building industry.
In architecture, you have to look at your site and you have to understand what has happened in the past to kind of understand what's going to happen in the future for you to design that. I mean, that's the fun part. The problem-solving part of architecture is trying to figure out the best way to implement everything that you're taking in, all the information that you're taking in to make it sustainable for humans and future humans to use.
While working on a streetscape project, we engaged with a community nonprofit early in the process, and they helped us to evolve the design to specifically include a two-way protected bike lane. We had been thinking about the design opportunity a little differently. We had been thinking about bicyclists, obviously, but they had a very specific goal in mind based on a regional planning initiative they were working on. And so by working with them, we were able to implement the first two-way protected bicycle lane in their community, which helped further their advocacy, but also increased buy-in in the project. And along the way, they introduced us to so many great community stakeholders who also informed other aspects of the project, such as planting strategies, community placemaking approaches, and specific opportunities for elements along the site.
The future of our cities depends on a commitment to environmental responsibility and social equity. Architecture provides the framework for sustainable and resilient urbanism, ensuring our communities are built to last for generations.
I wholeheartedly believe that community engagement is a core tenet of design. I firmly believe that if you don't start by talking to people speaking with people and having that exchange, I don't believe you can have a successful piece of architecture at the end.
We are in a very interesting time now, especially in schools of architecture. I think this is a great time for students because there is a sense of an important mission. There is a collective commitment to tackling the big challenges we are facing now.
To learn more, visit arc.miami.edu.